Hi there, and let's see if you can hear me now. Not too sure, but let's have a check. Wow. So let's see, are you actually hearing anything this time? I hope so. Yes! Isn't this fantastic? Wonderful. Thank you ever so much. This is Angela J. Bailey, and I have... oops. Sorry. So this is Angela J. Bailey, and we are starting the webinar tonight all on Masterminds and how to get the most out of Masterminds that you're attending. So I just want to introduce myself to you. I am Angela J. Bailey, and I have been going to Masterminds now for a few years, and the reason why we're having this webinar tonight is to actually so that I can share some of my secrets as to how to get the most out of these webinars. So I want to say a big hello to Chris and Susan. Thank you ever so much. Not only are they great mentors, but they are fabulous at systems and what to do when your system goes wrong. And you know what? It's stop it and start again. It's just like a computer where you unplug it and start again. So I've got one person that I need to invite, and if you can bear with me, I will make sure that I help this person because they're trying to get onto this call now. There we go. I will be sending this message through to this lovely chat now. There we go. So hopefully we're going to have a few more people now. Now, I want to say hello. We've got some great people in the UK and abroad tonight. So I have an international business. I love everything about the UK and abroad. And I want to welcome Belgium on very shortly. And hello to Jason. You are up there with the bestest friends in the world. So thank you ever so much. Now we've got people from hello to Susan. Hello to Jane. Yes, hello. And really, tonight is all about how you're going to get the most out of your webinars, masterminds, and everything that you're doing. So let me help you with this. So I have been in the online space now for a couple of years, really pushing masterminds. And when I go to a mastermind, there's a few little secret tips that I go through. People don't necessarily see me as a methodical planner because I'm a very creative person, but as soon as I arrive I have an agenda and I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be sharing all of that with you so you can get exactly the same out of this too. So I hope that we're going to have Bobby able to get on here very quickly, and I'm going to be starting this presentation soon. So why don't you tell me in the chat box? I really want you to let me know what you want to get out of this, because I think you're going to get so much out of this tonight. Perfect. We've got everybody here. So let me share my screen. And here we go. Just let me know if you can see that. You should be able to see my screen. Okay, so I think you're going to be able to see that, which is the power of masterminds. So just let me know if you can see that. Right, okay, turn my video off. So let me turn my video off and then I'll be able to screen share. Can everyone see that now? Just want to double check that you can actually see that. So just I'm going to send a quick message through now and make sure that you can see my system. Okay, so the power of masterminds. What actually happened was I was at an event on Saturday and I was asked to speak at this private mastermind. Now, if you know anything about private masterminds, that you are locked in a room with people who've got a whole host of different levels of experience. Sometimes you will have a lot more in a certain area than they have, and sometimes you are in a room with somebody who is really understanding how to make something work. So I want to ask you this question. Do you know what the purpose of a mastermind is? Please let me know if you do know this, because not everybody does. Is there anybody who's been to a mastermind or not too sure about a mastermind? Whoops, daisy. Okay, so some great answers there. So a mastermind group is designed to help you, and that's you as an individual, navigate through challenges that you're going to come up against using the collective intelligence of others. I always say note the you, because you will sit in a room with people, you will get information, you will write lots of notes, you will get lots of videos, you will do a whole host of different things. But the biggest thing that you're going to have is when you are in a situation where you need to do something, you need to get some results, you need to change something, you are going to be able to utilize your own knowledge and get through the challenge. People think masterminds are really new, but Napoleon Hill created them 75 years ago, or rather created the concept of them 75 years ago. If you haven't got his book, Think and Grow Rich, please get it. Go to your local library and get a copy, or download it on Audible. And I'm sure if you go onto YouTube, you could probably get a copy of it. But there's something that people say, and it's about what you need to surround yourself with people who have what you want. Whether that's money, whether that's lifestyle, whatever it is, you need to surround yourself by those people. But there's no point in just standing next to them. What you've got to do is mastermind with them. That's getting their information, getting their ideas, understanding how they work, how resilient they are, how they overcome the challenges that you're going to get through. Once you have that information, you then have to put it into action. And if you can put it into action, then you will be fine. So that's what a mastermind is all about. So picture the scene. Last year, I decided to jump on a plane on my own and go all the way to Thailand for 12 days. Actually, 14 days. I think it was nearly 14 days I was there. Jump on a plane and go halfway around the world to be in a room with people I'd never met before. How scary was that? But I did it. So anyway, let's have a look at the mastermind. So I really want you to understand this. Now, I'm using the term mastermind, but they may be meetings, they may be events, it may be trainings that you're going to. Whenever you walk through the door, remember, you're going to be observed. That's observed by everybody else in the room. There are leaders and there are people who are just getting started, and they're looking out for who they should be aligning with. So you're going to be observed as how you come across to others. How do you value others? And are you someone they value? Now, I've put one comment and I want to give you an example of this. I went halfway around the world and was suddenly next to somebody who'd earned a couple of million out of an affiliate scheme that I'm part of. Yeah, so this guy is pretty big. If you don't know him, John Chow. So I'd sent him a friend request and he didn't accept my friend request. But I was busily commenting and getting to know people on Facebook, as well as, you know, next to each other in the room. And I put this little comment about somebody just saying what a lovely picture they had and what a beautiful couple they really were. Within minutes, I had a friend request come through. That friend request came as a result of how I was treating others. So let's just be ourselves. You know, you're all lovely people. You all know how to interact with people, your friends, etc., your family, and that's all you have to be. You have to be real, honest and true to yourself, and people just need to see that. And as soon as they see the sort of character that you really are, you will be coming across really well at Masterminds. People are always looking to see whether you would be valued or whether you could be part of a group that's there, the thinkers within the room and the future of any business. So remember that you are being observed as to whether you're going to get into the inner sanctum. And when you're alone, when it's all over, you need to reflect on what you hear, act on what's of value now. That's to you, that's to others, that's to who's new in your industry as well. And also, I talk about my vault, my personal vault, and I want to say that this is my creation, but it's not. Your personal vault, when you attend these masterminds, and you're going to see some of mine, not all of them, but you're going to see some of them. What is in my personal vault? Okay. So if you've got questions, don't worry, I'm going to come back to them at the end, and you're going to be able to see me again later in this webinar, but your personal vault. So let's have a look at some of the examples of what I get in my personal vault. You may have seen this on Facebook, but as I said, last year, it's not quite a year ago, but I jumped on a plane and I went halfway around the world to Thailand. And I was in a mastermind, and there were 3 sections to this mastermind. First of all, it was about marketing, then it was the main event, and then the next bit was about doing joint ventures and contracts, etc. But hey, part of our events, which are part of the company I'm part of, have an afternoon out. And this was a picture of walking around this beautiful old temple, and it was totally made of wood, and it was all being refurbished, and we had to walk around with hard hats on. And then you could walk past this little, you can see it here, you paid, I don't know, 100 baht, 200 baht, 400 baht, a few pounds, a couple of pounds if that. And what they did was they wrap you in this gold, and you had your photo taken. And so many people walked past that little, what would you call it, that throne, that moment, that personal moment that you can put and store away in your vault. Where else can you feel and look like pure gold? Can you imagine from here on in, if ever I have a piece of marketing to do that refers to gold or refers to Thailand or living like a king or a queen, I can take this picture out of my personal vault and use it in any of my marketing. And a picture will paint, it is more than 1,000 words. So I hope you like that picture. I love it. And lots of people have said, oh, is that you on the throne? Yes, it is me. But it was great. And the girls were just brilliant. So one of the events that we had, the first couple of days, if I can explain, the main event, the middle 4 days, we had 120 people there, but not everyone valued this event to add on 2 other free events. So I added them on, and unfortunately, or fortunately for us, some of the people hadn't been able to get there from other parts of the world, some of the presenters. And so we got even more time with John Chow. And if you know anything about John Chow, he is an amazing blogger, but he's also what I love, geeky. So he knows all about systems and different cameras and recordings and things like that. So morning with John Chow. And he says, do you know what we're going to do is, there were only about 25, 30 of us in the first 4 days. And he said, we're going to have a bit of a photo shoot, and I'm going to give you a picture that you can use forever in your marketing. And I want to show you what we got. So there's a whole room of us, and we all took our photos one by one, and I am pleased to say that I've never had this before, I'll never have it again, but this is the picture that we created. So we were on stage with everyone in the room sort of holding up the hands to us. So a really, really fun half hour. But this is what can happen. It's not just about study. It's about taking what you have from a mastermind. This went into my personal vault. If I can just explain where you can see my website. There was actually the company that I'm affiliated to written on there. So I got onto Fiverr. I just paid someone $5 to get that redone. It was redone and it came back. I had one with a blank screen at the back and one with my website on the back. And I use that in a lot of my marketing now. Again, it's in my personal vault. I got it from the Mastermind. We actually did this because somebody didn't turn up for one of the sessions. Sorry, that's wrong. Not that they didn't turn up, but I'm really excited that one of the people who was due to fly in, I think it was from the Far East, couldn't make it. So John had to sort of make up a session. Hey, pictures paint more than 1,000 words. And when somebody looks at that and you're running an advert or you're doing something, do you know what? It's got impact. So this is me and John Chow. Do we look as if we know each other? He's actually taking the selfie of us. Me with my new buddy. And I've got a little video with him. So if you want to pop onto, I think it's on YouTube, what you have to do is put in angelajbailey.com, which is my website, /the perfect audio. And you're going to be able to see how I sort of had a little bit of an interview with John Chow. That's only one of about 4 or 5 interviews that I did with him. And it's just getting the perfect audio when you've got constant wind around you. So who else has got a video like that? Nobody. I'm the only one with that. And on it, you'll see what you need to get, something that's $2, and that's all you need for the perfect audio. So what else did we get? Lifetime of marketing legends. I want to talk through some of these people. The person on the left, if you don't know him already, that's John Chow. Made, I think, 2.8 million now through blogging and our system. Didn't make any money for the first 8 months, but he made a lot after that. Fabulous guy, really, really, really good. And I love the fact that he knows everything about tech stuff. Next guy along, Matt Lloyd. If you don't know him already, he's probably about 150 million, 180 million turnover in his company now. Matt is just incredible. I don't even think he's 30 yet. And he failed in affiliate marketing for years. And then suddenly he made a bit of money, and then he doubled it, and then he doubled it. So he went from probably 0 to about 12 grand a month in about 3 months, but it was because after he'd been 2 or 3 years turning over nothing. Incredible guy. Listen to him. The person next to him, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. The guy next to him is Larry Benet. Larry did the last 4 days of our event, and it was all about joint ventures. And something that he said, I'm going to give you a massive tip here. I want to get you to get your business card out now. So wherever your business card is, get one of them out and look on the back of your business card. And I want you to have a look and see what you have written on it. And you should have something written on the back of it as a giveaway. Something that somebody has to go to your website for, and they have to download something from your website. Give something away for free. In one of my businesses, I give away free ebooks. That's my affiliate marketing. In another of my businesses, because I've got more than one, I give away free recipes because I have a gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan business as well, online and also face-to-face with people. So what is on the back of your card? Honestly, the guy's incredible. And I realised that you don't get any work, businesses or contracts through anything other than relationships. He's a Mr. Fix-It. He's great. The next guy along, Joe Sugarman. Oh my word. I've got several of his books now. He is an incredible marketer. Really, really quiet, shy, retiring, but boy, does he know his stuff. And the last guy, Frank Katona, I'm going to talk about him in a minute. So let me go through. Frank Katona. We spent 4 days with him at the event. He shared how he developed the NASA, that is the spaceship NASA hoagie. A hoagie is like our Subway. If you're out of the UK, it's like a sandwich. Actually, I think they do have them in Belgium, so don't worry. So the NASA hoagie, that's what he developed. He also developed a gold-plated one. Brilliant, nice, genuine guy. I have got so many notes from this guy. I really have. It was incredible how, do you know what? You develop your business and you push your business through being nice with people in your marketing. He was a true gentleman. He was fun to be around. After the event, unfortunately, he went home and he was in a car accident and is no longer with us. So I feel very honoured that I went all halfway around the world, and I will never be able to hear Frank Katona again. But he was incredible. I am honoured to have heard him, and I am honoured that Mo was, saw him as incredible and brought him to the event. And I've utilised so much of his stuff. I really have. I've got all of his notes, took pages of them. Joe Sugarman. This guy was total marketing genius in my mind. If you've heard of blue blocker sunglasses, he's the guy. Marketing, strategy, and save the company. The credit check, I think it was online credit checks. He changed one word in his marketing and it went from failing to successful. He introduced the toll-free number, the 0800 number for people to ring on, and suddenly that, what it's like, ring this 0800 number here, but it started in America a lot of years ago, and he was the guy who invented that toll-free number, ring this number now. He said, buy this book and this book, so I did. And because you people have been so lovely and are on this webinar and you're attending, I'm going to send you the links to the books that I use in my marketing and my copywriting. So I will get them. I ordered them that day. You know what Amazon's like. They were at my home within 2 days. What does Joe Sugarman stand for? Well, I want you to look on the right-hand side of this page. It says, you'd be amazed at what some people collect. I think a lot of you are in affiliate marketing, and affiliate marketers collect lots and lots of learning, training and stuff. It's about action. But you have to collect an awful lot of stuff, first of all, that knowledge, first of all, before it's going to work. It doesn't matter what business you're in. People collect a lot of stuff, so don't ever be afraid that you're never going to find customers. You are, because they want to collect it, they want to buy it for you. So some of the big tips from Joe. In all of his marketing, he says that this is a really good way of giving people warnings, like warning X, Y, and Z. Stop and then going into your marketing message. It's that thing that stops people in their tracks and makes them consciously read what comes after those words. Failure to do this could cause X, Y, and Z. He said, practice. You've got to get it wrong so many times. He failed so many times, but that's why it is a total genius. You have to create a buying environment. So the environment that you're creating for people who are watching you, observing you, getting to know you, starting to attend your events, on your subscriber list, those people have got to be comfortable. And that's when you get your buying environment. And at the time when they're really comfortable and start to trust you, that's when they'll be happy to buy from you. Curiosity is, have you seen this? What do you think of this? Creating curiosity about something new. Being great at storytelling, and I don't need to tell the people on this today, but storytelling is just absolutely critical. It's about the concept versus the product. So the product will not ever sell. It's the concept, what you create around that. And also you want a guilt not to buy. Make people feel comfortable, make them curious, tell the story, show them what that product's going to do, and then they will want to buy. So that's what he says, and I just think he is a genius. So a mastermind can be defined as you. It is absolutely you. It's what you take out of it. It's what you're going to absorb, collect, store. It's the relationships and the histories that you're going to make. And I'll tell you at the end of this some of the things that I've collected. And you're going to recreate that at a later stage. So you may have notes that you've taken 2 years ago. One day you think, you know, I'm going to make it work. You go back to those notes 2 years later and then it comes alive. It could be a video that you've got on your phone from 5 years ago. Do you know what? Today is the day you're going to decide that you're going to use it. You can never recreate what you gained from, in terms of experience of being at that mastermind. Once it's gone, it's gone. It may run again, but it's not going to be the same again. And also that little bit that, more importantly, it can never be taken away. It doesn't matter if you went 2 or 3 years ago. You've still got the notes, you've still got the experience, you've still got that knowledge somewhere. Masterminds are not all about learning. I had my first Cosmo out on the beach in Thailand, in Pattaya. We were in this beautiful hotel. I found a Cosmo buddy, and it's somebody from London as well. We attended one secret mastermind together in London, probably a couple of weeks before this event out in Thailand. And then we met out there. Every night we had Cosmos on the beach, and the barman knew what we wanted. It was just like, Cosmos, yes please. And the happy hour ran from about 4 o'clock in the afternoon through to 9 o'clock at night. So we used to have Cosmos, and then we used to go to dinner, and they would come into the restaurant and say, excuse me, would you like a couple more Cosmos before happy hour finishes? They were absolutely beautiful people. And then other people started to drink Cosmos. So I do think it was the most popular drink that there was. And that's a picture of one of the beautiful people who used to sort out our drinks every day, delivering some drinks. And the other one is, what's one of those tomato things? A Bloody Mary. Not one of my favourites, but some of the people wanted different cocktails. So that's what myself and Jonathan were drinking every night. And yeah, Cosmo time. I want to talk to you about what's in the vault. A mastermind is creating the vault. On the first morning I got there, I stood up and said, excuse me, are you John Chow? And the gentleman said, yes, I am. Hello. I said, I'm Angela. I said, oh, great. Can I join you for breakfast? And myself and Jonathan, John Chow's on the right with the blue T-shirt. The guy on the left with the check shirt, that's Jonathan, my Cosmo buddy. You can see me at the back. And then on the left-hand side with the purpley shirt, that's Barry, a lovely, lovely chap. He's just so lovely. He's from Australia. And then on the right-hand side, we've got Nanelle Young, who's from New York. She's the one with the little hat thing on. And then we've got Adelaide Sugiato, who has the pinky top on. She has been very successful. So I think she's done about 200-300K in this. But what's in the vault? Again, a picture paints 1,000 words, doesn't it? I came back with over 20 videos, and by videos I mean interviews with people. I've got interviews with Matt, with Adelaide, with Adeline, with John Chow. Got loads and loads of people over there. We've got over 150 photos. I've just shown you some of them, and this, does it look as if we're comfortable together? I mean, we just all had breakfast together, we're all laughing. How does this look in your marketing? Does it make you appear as if you're friends with these other people? And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to recreate your memories and your history, and that's what it's all about. So I've got 150 photos. I've shared just a tiny percentage of them with you. New friends. I said, from all around the world, and we're still in touch now. You know, we're messaging each other. If we're in the same country as each other, we meet up. If not, I may have people out in my team that I ask them to look after if there's an event over in America, and likewise they do the same with me. And one of my friends, he said, "Oh, you know, I've got somebody at the London event. Can you look after them?" Of course I can. 12 days of total immersion. You go to Thailand and you suddenly realise that you can't be on the phone, you know, for 2 hours because it's a little bit expensive trying to ring home. And so you just get immersed into that whole environment and you start to think about, what do you want? I had 2 books of notes. I want to talk about notes as well. I'll show you a little notebook in a minute when we go back on to sharing. But 2 books of notes that are mine forever. The other thing I do is when I go into the classroom on a morning or when I go back to my room, I say, right, well, what do I want a video or what do I want a photograph, with who, and when do I want to get it done by? And I'll go in every day with like 3 or 4 videos that I have to get done that day. And I start on day 1. So sometimes it takes people a few days to pluck up the courage to ask people. I get in there on day 1 and I've already got a lot of the biggie either interviews sorted out or got in their diary. Because if you want a video with Matt, you have to book it in. And I've got videos with him every time, including me on stage with Matt as well. So, but that's for another day. I've got nearly 20 audios of things that I've recorded as well. And also, I've never flown that far on my own before. I remember going on a plane to Italy when I was at 8. You know, I did have somebody going with me, but I didn't have my parents. But yeah, that was the first time I'd ever jumped on a plane on my own. I thought, I've booked a taxi online. I don't know if it's going to turn up. I don't know if I'm going to get to the hotel. Do you know, it was seamless, absolutely seamless. So what's in your vault? A lot of people go to masterminds and they sit in the audience and they probably think about what they'd like to do, but they're not capitalising on it, because once they leave, if they've just got notes, then you've got nothing else to use in your marketing. And you need videos, you need pictures, you need fun pictures as well as serious type pictures. But remember, your marketing, you have to get people comfortable first of all. So do you want something that's a bit of a, official photo, or do you want fun photos? Because let's face it, lifestyle is all about fun. Okay, what do you need? Well, do you know what? Every morning you need to say, what videos do you need to get? Which pictures do you need to get? And that's it. Arrive, you need a smartphone or an iPhone with some memory. Please, 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 when you're upgrading your new iPhone, I always say, I don't care what iPhone it is. I really don't care about the colour. I just need the biggest memory that there is. And that's what you have to do, because you will need that memory. A YouTube account. All you need to do is from your iPhone or your smartphone, start taking videos, and then you upload them to YouTube and keep it secret so that people can't just stumble across it. So you launch it when you're ready to launch it, okay? You need a Facebook account. Facebook is the best marketing that you can have. You need a program to be affiliated with. So if we're in affiliate marketing, or if you've been in, a burnt out network marketer, as there are a lot, you could be a very successful marketer. But whatever happens, you need a program that you're affiliated to, so people can get to know you, like you, and want to work with you, and then they can join your program. You need an understanding of the internet, and I've got something that you can actually download. It's this isn't a sales event, but I've just got something that you can get from me. And then you need a mastermind group to go to. So some of them come with programs, some of them can cost you £10,000. Sometimes, it can be, well, let's just club together, let's cover this room cost, and let's just make a mastermind group ourselves. But that's all you need. And you know what? At the weekend, when I attended and was asked to speak at this private mastermind that I go to, some of the information that I got was just pure gold. You have to be attached to a mastermind group. That's not a business networking group, because Everyone's there. It's the people who've been observed as people that they would like to invite into the inner sanctum. Okay? You will never know the true value of a mastermind until you look back and reflect how it changed you. Nearly a year on, I barely recognise myself at times, and that's what we need to do for you too. You constantly need to be developing and changing and learning. So what have I done? I've got my own limited company. Wow, I just set it up one day. I set my new company from scratch. I'm in front of my customers, so I understand my niche market. I understand now how hard a business needs to be worked. My business is totally changed. What do? Well, I engage, share, communicate, educate, make friends, and I dream big. And did I say work hard? Work harder than you ever dreamed possible. And that's what you need to do. You are hitting the ground running every single day. Even when you're at a mastermind, you are hitting the ground, getting your videos done, getting your pictures done. Sometimes I had to wait until about 11 o'clock at night and then I got them done. So you need to understand and decide what you're going to do. Now, in any business, you may have an online business, you may have an offline business, you may have a job. It doesn't matter. What I want to explain is the 80-20 rule. I didn't write that, and I'm going to say a company name here, the 80-20 Tesco rule. I listened to a broadcast one morning, the radio, and they were explaining how 80% of Tesco's profit comes from the online arm. If Tesco's are pulling in 80% of their profit, what's it going to do for you and your business? You have to look at something that's going to work for you online. Not everything can go online, but if you get it right, it can be profitable. Get it wrong and it won't be. But the 80-20 rule, we all know that 80% of your business is going to come from 20% of your customers. Yeah, that's the case, but 80% of your business will come from online if you have a traditional type business. Okay, you need to utilise what's in your vault. You need to collect, you need to store, and you need to know how to get hold of it. Get in front of your customers, understand what they want. And I have purposely gone out there and got right in front of my customers rather than just being online in one of my businesses. What do your customers want? Give them what they want. What are they struggling with? Give them what they're struggling with. What are their problems? Solve their problems. That's it. It's really, really that simple. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Vimeo, Snapchat. I don't care what it is. Just get Facebook. Make sure you've got that. You will need YouTube as well. YouTube, do you know what? If you get enough viewers on YouTube, they give you a whole day in their offices anywhere in the world. So it's as well to look seriously at YouTube. And I'm doing some little trials, so it'll have to be a month or so. But I have got what I think is going to be a total YouTube hack to getting followers, leads, and massive in marketing. So I'm trialing that, but come back to me, remind me, say, Angela, have you shared your secret yet? What's your results like? But this is for amazing ranking on Google and YouTube. Whoa. So you need to know what systems you need. And you need to understand what's different about it, because it is different online. The principles are the same in terms of being human, being a nice person, being honest, being true to yourself, letting people see what your principles are. But, you know, there are some different things that we do, and you need to know how to do that. So you need to get the right lifestyle for you. If 80% is online and 20% is face-to-face, then let's sort that out for you. And there's a book that you can buy. As I said, this is not about sales, but this book, it's $3 from anywhere. That's about £2.30. If you want to understand how to make that work, just go onto my website, angelajbailey.com/Wi-Fi Millionaire, and there will be a video there by Matt, you know, the guy who's turned over 150, 180 mil. So his video, and he's actually written it because he is the Wi-Fi millionaire that I really listen to. It's going to share what the options are how to, and what to. So that's essentially what's in there, but it's a brilliant ebook, something that you can read in an hour or two. As I said, it's only $3. This is one of my quotes that I try and live by. So you'll never know how far you can go until you take the first step to your future. So make sure that you're taking the right steps, going in the right direction, and surrounding yourself with people who can help you. But in order to get surrounded by those people, you're going to have to present yourself as somebody who should be invited into the inner sanctum, because that's what masterminds are all about. And I've got my own private group, which is Marketing Secrets with Angela. So if you'd like to work with, to work with me or to get some help from me, then get in touch outside of this and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now and let's have a quick look through. Right, so I've got a question here. Really good. Thank you ever so much, Patrick. So is John Penberthy's event a mastermind? It's coming in April to his 3-day event where you will hear specialists. It's sort of a mess. I would suggest with that, utilise the same principles, Patrick. Absolutely. You need to get in there. As soon as you arrive, everyone else is having coffee. Forget the coffee, okay? Forget the coffee. Make a beeline for the people that you want an interview with and say, hi, I've been following you for X amount of time and I know you've been to some of his events before, and he's a YouTube champ as well. Go over to him, say, brilliant, I'm here from Belgium again. I'd love to be able to do an interview with you. This is what I want to ask you. When can we do it? He may turn around and say, now, because he is somebody who's so comfortable on camera. Look at other people in the room. You need to be, but whatever happens, go up to John and say, John, brilliant to see you again. Can we have your fit picture? Get the selfie taken. Collect info and collateral for your vault. So do that, and really, really important. And what you want to be hoping, because John will have his own little niche mastermind, and that will be a mastermind is never normally more than 20 people, and a lot of the time it's massive money, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just like-minded people who are thinking, right, okay, you're really good at video, you're really good at this, you're really good at that, we want you in here because we need to move forward as a group, and we need to learn from each other. So apply the same principles. Absolutely, because you need to store your vault. Just as an example on that, this is a book. This is one of the books I have from Thailand. You're actually going to see some of my notes. People don't normally get this. Let's have a look. Look at that. Can you see that? Relationship building. Remember, people only buy from those they know, like, and trust. Funnel, attract new people into your personal branded sales video funnel, and you can rewind back to that. But build your list every day. Traffic source. What traffic sources are you using? And I don't care, bricks and mortar. Are you relying on people walking through your front door, or have you got campaigns running for them? If you're online, is it YouTube that's working for you? Is it Facebook that's working for you? Are you doing free traffic, or are you really, really understanding who your potential customers should be? And yeah, that's pretty full. Another one. Right, okay, I'm not sharing any more of those. I think we can have some more masterminds with that. But some of the things I wanted to go through with you. The first event, this is similar to you, Patrick. So the first event I arrived at, I'm not an overly confident person. I'd rather just sit with a friend rather than in a massive group. But I was told... Thank you ever so much, Susan. I was told that I had to, get pictures, get videos. So I did. So I walked up to Matt. He took the selfie video picture of the two of us. I asked, could I do an interview with him? He said, come back at lunchtime. He made me come back about 15 times. I got my interview with him after everyone else had left on the Sunday. That's 3 days later. I got my interview, and he did it because I was persistent. So I got the selfie, but what I didn't realise was when he was taking the selfie of me and him, it was videoed by the video team. And at the next success event, I was featured as part of it, with Matt taking a photo of the two of us. So that boomed around the whole of the world. You never ever know where you're going to be. Honestly, just utilise everything. I did a video series as well, taking all of the peeps, and I got interviews with every single key speaker. And I've got that. So because you've all been here, I'm going to make sure that you get that. And you're going to hear from people like Caroline and Mianne. So yeah, it's really, really good. Remember, how do you talk to people in work, in family? How do you talk to people? Just do the same online. Have the same approach, have the same sincerity, have the same words. The words that you use face to face are your natural words, so please don't try and make everything grammatically correct. You don't want typos or too many, but it has to be you. Let them see that you're a real person rather than somebody that you're really not. And at the last event I went to, which is similar to what you're going to, Patrick, again, just tell people what you're achieving. And we were all challenged there were about 120 of us there. Everyone was challenged with doing a webinar. And I know somebody else is on here, Jason, you were actually there with me. And so we're challenged to do a webinar because they're so successful. They really are. And I did the webinar, got back in, I had X number of views the following day, mentioned it to Matt. Then he asked me to go up on stage, explain what had happened, and people had actually turned up for it as well at 1 o'clock in the morning. And it's about taking action. That YouTube video is still up there. Hasn't got loads and loads of views because I didn't get the right title on it. But hey, that's another thing. But I've got video footage of me with him. I also did another interview session with him. I got more photos with him. Are you somebody that they're going to spend time with next time you meet them? So, do we have any more questions before we sign off? I just want to say a big thank you to everybody for joining in today. I know a lot of people are looking forward to the replay as well, who are in different parts of the world. So yeah, another question. How much do you spend on Masterminds? As much as you can. Assuming that you're doing your due diligence and checking out that this is the sort of person or sort of mastermind, and the person setting it up is trustworthy, honest, and somebody that you could learn from. I've been to masterminds that are free, and I've got a lot out of them. I've been asked to speak at some, and don't expect, even if you're asked to speak at one, that you're still going to have to pay for it, because you're going to get more out of it than you actually give. You're going to get so many tips, and some of them can be 10, 15,000 easily. How much do you value what you can get out of your business? Okay. Another question. Okay, so the question is, what sort of program should I look to be part of? How do I say this? It's different for everyone. There are certain programs, there's certain industries that I could never ever go back to, never be part of. Let me just suggest to you that you find out a little bit about the products, and if the products are good, look at the type of people that are there, and look at the sort of marketing that they have. And if it's the sort of marketing that you feel good about, then get yourself involved. Whatever you do, just get involved. I don't like hype. I'm not the sort of person who, whilst I get really excited when I'm at these events, I'm not a hypey sort of person. So if somebody was trying to ask me to be hypey, I couldn't align with a company like that. I like companies that allow you to explore the marketing vehicle that you're comfortable with and just do that. So I love webinars, and that's what I do an awful lot. I love videos. I'm pretty good at copy now as well, copywriting. The sort of things that I don't do are what I used to do in network marketing. And I see a lot of bad Facebook marketing, but if you do it right, it's really successful. So companies will be different for everyone. I'm not saying join the company I'm affiliated with, and actually there's 2 or 3 that I'm affiliated with, because that's what affiliate marketing is all about. You can choose what you want to be aligned with, but make sure that you've got to feel at home. And that's the main thing, so that when you walk in somewhere, does it feel alien to you, or is it something that's a bit tough but you're going to learn at it? And that's the best advice I can give you. When I aligned with this, I just felt calm, and there was an element of calmness because there wasn't that hype around. Are there any events that you've been asked to talk at that you haven't? Yeah. It will happen to you too. So at some point you'll be asked to comment on something, or go somewhere, or it could be online, and you just think, no, this is not the space for me. Think about your brand. Your brand is your name. That's it. That you're not going to have another name. You're not going to be like a supermarket name or anything. Your name is you. That's your brand. People will work with you or not based on your name. So you want your reputation to be as incredible as your name. All right. And I think that's about it. So just to recap, your mastermind is all about you, how you're perceived, what you get out of it, and what's going in your personal vault. So now I want you to, after this, I just want to thank you and say, after this event, webinar, please go and look in your personal vault, and that's your iPhone or whatever. Just have a look in your phone. What videos have you got on there? Are you uploading them to YouTube? If you don't know how to set up your YouTube account, or don't know how to make sure that not everyone can see them, then just get in touch. I'll have a video somewhere that I can shoot over, and make sure that you're aligning yourself with a company and a business that you're comfortable with. So I hope this has helped you understand how to get the most out of masterminds. Do not sit there as an inactive party. Become part of it. Get things for your vault, and I wish you every success that you ever wanted. And if you'd like to get in touch and see if you can become part of the Marketing Secrets with Angela, just get in touch through Facebook. Angela Bailey, Angela J. Bailey is my fan page, and I look forward to seeing you soon. All right, you take care. This is Angela J. Bailey in the UK on a glorious, glorious Wednesday night. Bye night.